Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel for another video. But before I get started on today's review, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's watched my last video, my Conjuring 3 review. Not only did it hit 100 views, but it hit over 1,000, which is like mind-blowing. So thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now, welcome back for another video. Today's review will be for A Quiet Place Part 2. I seen this last night at a double bill, Cineworld, and I really had a good time. Fantastic film. Really enjoyed watching them both back to back. And it went really quick. I think the runtime combined was 200 minutes, but it flown by. It did go really quick. Now, A Quiet Place Part 2 is directed again by John Krasinski. The runtime is approximately 97 minutes, so it's just over 1 hour and a half. The majority of the cast from the first movie do come back for the sequel. John Krasinski does start in A Quiet Place Part 2. It is a very short time that he's in the film. Not going to say too much, spoilers obviously. He's in the beginning of the movie as it's a bit of a throwback to the events before A Quiet Place. Emily Blunt of course returns as Evelyn Abbott. Millicent Simmons stars as Regan, the daughter, and then Noah Jupe stars as Marcus, who is the son. And then of course there's the baby, but it's just a baby. And Cillian Murphy comes into this franchise and he blows, I think, everything. His performance is fantastic, really well done. Big fan of him. Love him in Peaky Blinders and a lot of his other like smaller projects as well. But it's great to see him in another big movie such as A Quiet Place Part 2. There's some great cinematography from John Krasinski in this film. One scene that springs to mind, there is Cillian Murphy is just standing on a beach and there's this one shot and it is beautiful. It's really well done and it stood out a mile. So hopefully you guys can pick that up when you go see it as well, or if you've seen it already, let me know down below in the comments. So the film kicks off with day one of this alien invasion. Obviously the Abbott family living their normal day-to-day life amongst the town, watching the kids' baseball game. Dead normal, everything's going fine, and then suddenly out of nowhere there's this like meteorite crashing down onto Earth, presumably carrying these aliens. Now I have got a lot of questions. How is there so many creatures on this like rock? I mean, we don't see this meteor, so it could be massive, but there's so many creatures. Where have they come from? Are we ever going to find out? Who knows? Emily Blunt has stated that John Krasinski had a plan for a third film, so a trilogy may well be on the cards. My fingers are crossed. I'm really looking forward to that one. I know a spin-off is in the works with a story from John Krasinski. It won't be directed by him, but it will be his original story. Now, again, start of the film, after this meteor crashes down, we just see these creatures just attack everyone. The trailers do show a lot of the beginning of the film, but I do enjoy that because the rest of it is kind of a mystery. The story unfolds and you've not seen it before, so I really like how they've done that with the trailer. It keeps you on your toes throughout the whole film. So after the events of day one, we then were left off from where we finished on A Quiet Place. The Abbott family are in the house after the devastation of the loss of husband and father Lee, played by John Krasinski, and they basically have to leave their home. It's destroyed from the creature attack and they need to find a new home, find some civilization, food, water, you know, stuff like that. It's really tense. This film's really tense. There's some jump scares in there. There's some jump scares. I jumped once or twice. Again, being in the cinema, the sound, it's fantastic. If you're watching this film, you've got to go see it in the cinema for the full experience. It's fantastic. The Abbott family have to travel across town and they come across Cillian Murphy's character Emmett, who is known by the Abbott family because he was their neighbour and family friend. He is living on his own. He's isolated. He's a survivor, but it's come at a cost. He's lost his family, and you can see the work and struggle that he's had to cope and deal with to survive. Now, Cillian Murphy does a fantastic job. Really good performance from him. One of his best, and again, I'm so glad he's in a film such as, you know, as big as this one, because he does a really good job, and it's nice to see him getting recognised. He's fantastic. So from the first film, we know that Regan's hearing aid, the high frequency really affects the creatures and they don't like it at all. So she takes it upon herself to leave the family and venture off on her own on a journey to try and find some civilization, to try and find a safe haven. And she does that. She leaves. Of course, Emily Blunt's character Evelyn, she's petrified of losing her daughter, so she tasks Emmett with leaving to go and find her, to bring her back safely. Now he doesn't quite do that. When he does find her, he decides, I'm going to help her. It's the right thing to do. And they kind of build a father-daughter relationship, and it's really nice to see, because obviously we know Emmett's lost his family, Regan's lost her dad in the first film, and I really like the route that they've gone down with this. It worked on screen and it looked really, really good. The chemistry between them is really natural, and it's great. And this film has its jump scares, let me tell you that. Along the journey, there's some really good jump scares, and of course this is a horror film. It's not supposed to be scary, but they definitely go for the jump scares, and it works. I jumped once or twice, I hold my hands up, but I loved it. Really good film. Go watch it in the cinema. Best place to watch it, of course. Now I'm definitely going to pick this up on 4K when it comes out, whether I'll get the standard release or whether I'll get like a steelbook or something, I'm not too sure yet. But I'm really looking forward to giving this another watch when it comes out on physical media. Let me know in the comments if you've seen it. Obviously it is so new, but if you've managed to go to like a preview or an unlimited screening, let me know in the comments if you've seen it. Don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe guys, because we're 5 away from 100, so almost there. And of course, check me out on Instagram at The Movie Insider. That was my A Quiet Place Part 2 review, a short review again. Don't want to ruin it for anyone with spoilers, so it was pretty brief. But yeah, thank you so much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one.